Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a big welcome to all of you who have made the effort to attend today. This is the inaugural off-the-track equine party for the horse's birthday today, put on by Racing Victoria. And it's a great initiative that we hope will continue to grow and get better each and every year, because we know the focus is on post-racing, the life that the retirement these wonderful animals have. And to my left here, we've got the champion Sub-Zero, who is 29 years old today, the 1992 Melbourne Cup winner, and Precedence, a winner of 2 Moonee Valley Cups and 4 times a runner in the Melbourne Cup. And I believe Precedence is 12 years of age today. So happy birthday to Subby and Precedence and all the horses today. I'm sure all of you are going to enjoy this morning using the free services that have been put on by Racing Victoria and their off-the-track program. I know Terry Bailey, the Chief Steward here, has been instrumental in making this morning happen, as has Dale Brown, who is the General Manager of Integrity Services at Racing Victoria. Without further ado, here is Dale.
Thanks very much, Michael. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Geelong Racecourse, and such a beautiful morning, and for the inaugural Pamper Party for our thoroughbred racehorses retired from the great careers in racing, and for those horses here that have enjoyed the expertise given by many different people who are providing services to horses throughout the morning. The off-the-track thoroughbred program is a very, very strong brand for Racing Victoria. It sets out a 5-year journey from 2012 where Racing Victoria looked at a system and a strategy that could look after horses once they finish racing, and how we could give back to the thoroughbred horse racing industry. And it was done in very many ways by looking at many disciplines that the thoroughbred racehorse could compete in once they'd left their careers off the track. Now, it's a great initiative for Racing Victoria to be 5 years into the program, and the inaugural Horse Pamper Party today here at the Geelong Racecourse on such a beautiful day. But it's also very, very important that the equine welfare strategy that Racing Victoria launched back in March 2016 has seen a number of key initiatives developed to assist the thoroughbred racehorse when they finish their illustrious careers on the racetrack. We are looking at increasing our retrainer model at the moment. We have 53 retrainers who look after our thoroughbred racehorses throughout the state of Victoria. These retrainers are accredited by Racing Victoria by having a minimum standard required for their properties and looking at the way they look after the racehorse and retrain the racehorse for their next career. Working with a number of equine bodies and equine disciplines around Equestrian Victoria, the Royal Melbourne Show, the Royal Agricultural Society, has seen us go into many different racing programs for the thoroughbred racehorse. And you'd be amazed, on the 3-day Melbourne International event recently at Werribee, over 60 thoroughbred racehorses were competing over a number of different disciplines. And it's a wonderful suggestion and a wonderful outlook for the racehorse to be given an opportunity to participate in other thoroughbred and other equine disciplines. It's really important that this initiative keeps to grow and actually strives to do better than what it's doing today. And within the next 10 key initiatives, Racing Victoria will be looking at a way to help our rehomers, looking at establishing a memorandum of understanding with the RSPCA, who are looking to partner with us to ensure that we develop a proper code of practice for our industry participants so they understand what's required in terms of looking after the racehorse and general horse husbandry. Also looking at different ways we can get the thoroughbred into different horse racing disciplines in terms of show jumping, equestrian, cross-country, barrel racing. There's so many different things that the thoroughbred racehorse is durable to perform in. Like polo, for instance, a lot of horses who don't make the racetrack compete as polo horses in the polo discipline. And it's a fantastic thing to understand what the thoroughbred racehorse can do, not just on the racetrack, but off the racetrack. So today's about really launching the next phase of the equine welfare strategy to ensure that we, the thoroughbred racing horse industry, give a lot back to the horse, give a lot back to the industry to ensure that we provide a good opportunity for the racehorse to participate in other equine disciplines in the near future. I'd like to thank everyone for coming today on this wonderful day, and also a special thanks to the following people and organisations: Victorian Racing Academy, the Barwon Equine Hospital, Glenn Robertson Smith Veterinary Practice, Peter Horowin Saddles, Randlab, Alex McPherson, Kentucky Equine Research, dentists as in Mark Burnell, farriers, Henry Shine, Troy Pharmaceuticals, Randlab, Interpath and Zoetis Pharmaceuticals as well. And we appreciate Subby and also precedents turning up to celebrate the horse's birthday at our wonderful inaugural Pamper party here today at Geelong. I think just in closing that it's an exciting time for Racing Victoria because this equine welfare strategy has been in place for 5 years. And we look to go to the next stage of the strategy, looking at having a horse centre of excellence where we can take our horses when they're finished their careers on the racetrack to be retrained, to either be a part of a family's life as a pony or as a part of another equine discipline. So we look forward to that strategy evolving over the next 12 to 18 months and this off-the-track program, this off-the-track brand, which is so strong, increasing in its prominence, not only in Victoria but throughout Australia. So again, thanks for everyone for turning up today. Thanks, and hope you enjoy the rest of the day. I'll hand you back to Michael, who will finish off our proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dale. Still got a bit of toe of the old precedents. Today's also an important day as well as far as the equine welfare is concerned from Racing Victoria, because as of today, 1% of all prize money now gets redistributed into the equine welfare, which is going to equate to around about $2 million per year, which will certainly help rehoming and rehousing racehorses. And initiative also announced by Chief Steward Terry Bailey this morning is that on the racetrack, an extra 135 racecourses, as well as the Metropolitan and also synthetic race tracks that currently do it, will also now have post-race scoping on course. So that's great for the welfare of horses who are still in their racing days. I'm going to have a chat to a person that everyone here will know. He's a champion footballer, 3-time premiership winner for Hawthorn. He helped save the club. He is also the best dressed gentleman here today. And I speak of Don Scott. Don, would you come please? Don, great to see you here this morning.
Thank you, Michael.
First of all, just tell everyone what your association is. I'll give you this microphone if that's not working. Tell us what your association is and where your love of the animal, the horse, came from.
I don't know if it's a love. I was made to ride at the age of 7. My grandfather and father both had horses, and you know, as a young kid, you plonked on the horse, and I did with my kid. But the kid fell off and cried, never went back. But I stayed on, and that's how I got involved. I had to ride the horses every night. And my father said if we got horses, they've got to be exercised. So from the age of 7, I was riding 5 days a week, and thank God for weekends I had 2 days off.
Well, you played football and you've come back to the horse. You're riding every day now, aren't you?
Yeah, I've got a couple in work. The show's starting in a couple of weeks, and I'm trying to get enthused, but the cold weather is a bit of a hamper at the moment. But yeah, they'll start in August and go right through to Eastern Victoria, then we'll go to Queensland and go do the shows up in Queensland.
And you've actually been using ex-racehorses. You've currently got 2 ex-racehorses. What's it like for you working with?
The only reason I've got 2 ex-racehorses, I can't afford the warm bloods because they now get importing them from overseas, and the breeding is as sophisticated as it is for racehorses with show jumpers, and but it still doesn't mean that the thoroughbred can't jump. There are a lot of thoroughbreds that can jump. It's a pity that the good types seem to go north. We can't seem to grab them. I wouldn't mind having a go at this one here.